For Cancerian Collective, today we're taking a look at the sacred contract between you and your person. Okay, whatever the situation may be with you, we're looking at what your past lives together, all right, and the karma you've carried forward, the past life together that is relevant to your relationship now, your connection now, and what's happening between you now. Current energies, what you are meant to overcome, what you are meant to clear out, what you are meant to experience right now, understand, give space to, and then potential outcomes. Okay, what is the purpose of the relationship now? What has happened in past life that you've brought forward, and what does the future look like for the two of you? Okay, that's what we're taking a look at in this reading. So I'm High Priestess Elif, and I welcome you to evolve with me. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I give thanks to my guides and keepers and your guides and keepers for bringing us together so that I can share this reading with you, these messages from Spirit with you. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. I am a channel, a medium. I enjoy reading the tarot, but I do have Spirit in my ear, adding, showing me, giving more insight into the reading, if there's anything else that you need to know, and helping me to tell a nice, concise story. I don't sugarcoat, I give it to you exactly as I receive it. And these readings are for your spiritual growth. Every relationship is coming into your life to serve you as a teacher, or as a guide, or as support for your soul's expansion and evolution. That's all it's ever about. And if you can keep that in mind, then you will be able to look at everything that you're experiencing in love and relationships through a very different lens, which will empower you and set you free. All right. And I'm here to support you in that. So I hope you enjoy the reading. Returning subscribers, always good to have you here. If you've not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe, like, do all of the things. Thank you for all of your love and support on my channel, returning subscribers. Those of you who have gotten readings from me, coaching sessions, I am honored. Thank you for supporting my work. So if you guys are interested in taking a closer look at a particular situation, receiving a channeled message from a loved one on the other side, getting specific questions answered about a particular area in your life, you can contact me. I would be honored. Details are in the description box below. Let's begin. Cancer. Let's take a look at the overall energy. I'm being pulled here. Learn more about each other. All right, this feels to me like the current energy here. But Spirit is saying this connection has gone through many, many lifetimes, and you have always served to be a mirror to one another that gives you access to new worlds, to perspectives that you might not have had access to before, that really is going to empower you in your growth. There's still a lot that the two of you have to learn from one another, or meant to learn from one another, and this gives you insight into your purpose and that next relationship that is absolutely going to empower you if it is meant that you are meant to move on to a next relationship. For some of you, it's around the work that you do, or people you're meant to teach and guide here. Right. So let's take a look at past life. What is in the past here, Spirit? What is in the past position? Okay. So we've got the Empress and the Ten of Swords. And they're showing me, a beautiful love story between the two of you in a past life. Neither of you came from very, very wealthy families, but neither of you came from impoverished families either. You both came from good homes, fell in love, and there was a time when you even thought this seems too good to be true, because everything was going well. There were no big hurdles in this love story. It was beautiful. You married quick, soon after meeting, falling in love, and then and then there was a pregnancy, but your person, the divine masculine in this connection, now you might not be the divine feminine in this. You might not be feminine or masculine. You can be a man or a woman. When we talk about divine masculine and feminine, it is an energy. And in this case, your person went off to war and didn't make it back home. So missed opportunities, a sense of being lost, a sense of grief. You could have fears around your person dying that feels irrational. You're happy in your relationship right now, but feeling dread, constantly looking for what could go wrong. And this is why this past life matters. There's a very painful ending, and you never remarried, not in that life. You grew old with that grief and that sense of loss. All right, so right now, what is happening currently? You're meant to learn from one another. To learn about going after the things that excite you. To learn about allowing yourself to give more space to the victories and the joy. Especially if there is a tendency to find it challenging to allow yourself to be happy. You might feel really overwhelmed and very, very fearful that things are going to go wrong. And so you tend to focus on what's not working out. And if you take a moment and sit quietly and you really evaluate your reality, you'll notice, but everything's really good. Why don't I feel it? Why can't I be happy? Your nervous system and the memory, the energetic memory of this past, that is what you are being guided to clear out at this time. How do I do that, Spirit? Spirit is saying, follow your highest joy, your bliss in every moment. Set an intention to do that. That is going to help a great deal. Also, do the nervous system regulation, do the somatic work, learn the processes and exercises to do that. Do the sessions with your coach to take you through those processes on a weekly basis. Because even though we can do a lot of these things on our own, often we don't. We struggle if we don't have someone to coach us through it or facilitate it. So you know exactly where you are, and that's entirely up to you. But you've got a lot of good things coming in towards you. This is victory with the Six of Wands, and this is Spirit saying, learn more about each other. Through one another, you are going to learn more about yourself and where some of your own fears and your own tendencies to block and resist happiness comes from. And as you grow, you inspire one another. Now is a time for you, within the next 6 weeks, right? Now is the time for you to start taking action towards the things that excite you. Action towards that which you want, right? In your relationship in the future. If you want to live together, now is the time for you to start to give energy to that. Start looking for that home. Start visiting those places where you might want to move to. If you want to start a business together, start actively looking for locations and having the meetings and going out to do the research. What else? Yes, this is just confirming what I said with the Seven of Wands. You're learning more about one another. You're mirroring one another so you can learn about all the ways in which you have been keeping out that which you want to let in because you are guarded and fearful. You see, the habit and the tendency to keep out, to focus on what we don't want, it's such an old habit that it's gained so much momentum that it's unrealistic to think just because you know that that is something that you've been doing and you no longer want to do it, that it's going to go away. You have to be exercising and practicing in the other direction every day. I find myself doing exercises, nervous system regulation and somatic exercises throughout my day, where I take a breath and I just settle into my body. I've spent so much of my life in survival, outside of my body, in the mind, in the ego, that I'm making a lot of executive decisions without my body's permission, and it's causing, that's where the blockages come in. That's where the resistance comes in. That's where I'm introducing static and chaos and attracting random things, good things here, bad things there. It's all over the place. So it's important right now, and if you're able to, put the time aside. Book that weekly coaching session just for somatic processes, for your coach, your guide, to take you through the meditation, through the hypnosis, if that's what you feel drawn to, through the somatic processes for recalibration. Even if you just want to book a 30-minute session, to just do that. If you want to do an hour session, to just bring you back into alignment and focus on those, it's going to do you the world of good, because we're not exercised in that way. So even if we decide that, yes, I know, speaking from personal, I'd love to be able to take a walk every day. It would be so good for my mind, my body, and my soul. But I'm more likely to focus in different directions, you understand? So if I were to get serious about that, I'd probably have to get a trainer. Same thing. Cancer. Your person is mirroring to you how they create blockage and shortage and unhappiness unnecessarily, because they feel like they are constantly broken. They feel like they're not good enough. They're afraid that they're not good enough, and they're constantly afraid that they're doing something wrong. They are showing you a tendency that you have. It's important for you to know that the 7 of Wands is not necessary, because your reality is the 6 of Wands. That you don't have to constantly be working so hard to hold everything together, that it's less about fixing things and doing the healing work and making things right anymore, and it's more about your state of being, moment by moment. How present you can be in your body with love, understanding, and compassion. How present you can be in the moment with appreciation. All right. The fear that tomorrow you are going to be robbed of tomorrow within your relationship is robbing you. It is not the potential event that's going to rob you. It's the fear now that you are feeding and holding active. Okay. Potential outcome. What does the future look like for the two of you? What does the future look like for the two of you? I want to look at the next, I want to look at within the next 3 months. Let's look at recent, like, oh, nice. 6 of Cups. If you're in separation, this is a reconciliation. If you live far apart, this means in the next 3 months, that gap is going to close. Something good comes in for you here. There's a reconciliation within your love. If you're having challenges or you don't see eye to eye on a situation right now, that's reconciliation's coming in. You fall in love. Whatever you're experiencing right now is only going to bring you closer together. It's only going to grow your relationship. What else? 9 of Pentacles. More stability, more security, resources, the financial resources, the security in the relationships. 2, Allow that next chapter. Build that next phase in the relationship. Move in together, right? Travel together if that's what you want to do. Build the business together. Have the baby. Whatever it is you're wanting to do here. There's a lot of pride and happiness and stability in this relationship with the peacock there. And within the next 3 months, I am seeing an engagement or proposal to move in together, but it's sort of the relationship goes to the next level with the Hermit here. The Hermit is marriage, so it looks like they're like engagements coming in. Whatever you're experiencing right now, Spirit wants you to know that you have a long, happy, beautiful relationship ahead of you. You don't have to fear. You can release that old stuff. The more you think about it, the more you feed into it, the more you create an entanglement with this old story that is no longer relevant. The only thing that matters is where you are now and your capacity to be engaged with where you are right now. Okay. So, love increases in the next 3 months. Love expands. Things improve. It gets better and better and better. Money increases. More money coming in, more stability for the both of you. And an elevation in status. An engagement potentially. Or proposal to move in together. Very, very exciting. All right. So, that's your reading, beloved. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to take a closer look at your situation, perhaps you have specific questions you want to ask, you're welcome to contact me. My details are in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, do what is best for you. Oh, and if you'd like to get some process work done, if you'd like some sessions around somatic work and regulating the nervous system, you can contact me for coaching sessions. All right. You are not in this alone and you don't have to do it on your own. Thank you so much for your comments. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for your likes and subscription. Please subscribe now if you've not done so yet and you'd like to see upcoming videos. I look forward to growing with you. Love and light. See you next time. Bye now.